Time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. What's up, everybody? I'm Mark Walters, back again with another comic haul. Going to show off some new this week books. But before I get into that, I just want to say a very special thank you and shout out to the comic Crypt of Castle Hills. One of my favorite YouTubers. When I first got into this whole comic book community on YouTube thing, Comic Crypt Castle Hills, Mike was one of the first guys that I subscribed to. I love his videos. I love his enthusiasm. I love his backdrops that he has that are always changing and are always interesting and filled with so much greatness. And so I was very honored that Mike decided to do a video that kind of paid tribute to me, little old me, and my tiny little channel with less than 200 subscribers that I keep trying to get bigger. So if you guys enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. But Mike, thank you so much. If you guys are not already done so, if you've not already done so, please subscribe to Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. It is such a fun channel, and he always shows off really, really great stuff. And yeah, I can't get enough of it. So thank you, Mike. That was awesome. I've also had some people ask me what I use for bags and boards. And I thought I would kind of mention that because I just picked up some and they're still in the package. So I thought I would show them to you. These are the bags that I use. These are the Mylights 2 Silver Age size bags. The reason I use Silver Age size, even though I'm using mostly modern books, is because it leaves a little bit of a gap around the book so that you can see a little bit of the board behind the book, and it just, it keeps the books from getting damaged, like if they get jostled around or whatever. And then these are the half-back backing boards. Now, these are particularly important, and the reason I say that is because depending on what kind of boards you use on your books, you'll notice a lot of boards will have kind of like a coating on the front. And even if they say they're 100% acid-free. Okay, so look. These boards, I've been using these boards now for something like 20 years. And these are the boards. These are the boards that you want. They don't have a coating on them. I personally think the coating sometimes lifts some of the ink off the comic. And it basically means you're going to have to change out your boards every now and then. So I highly, highly recommend these. Also, if you have a book that you really, it's a really valuable book, I will go ahead and double up the boards. So, basically I'll use 2 half-back boards in one bag. Or you could just buy full-back boards, and you pretty much get the same desired thing. But that's what I use. And my comic shop, my local comic shop, Zeus Comics, stocks those. So I pick them up from Zeus. I believe you can order them from Amazon. The company is E. Gerber. I'm pretty sure you can actually order it directly from them, but check Amazon, because I think Amazon will probably have the best price. But that's where I get my bags and boards from. So if you guys think my bags and boards look great, and some of you apparently do, that's what they are right there. All right, so new this week books. I thought this was going to be a small week, and man, oh man, it wasn't, or at least not for me. What am I going to show you first? Okay, so I always start off with the freebie stuff. This is the Marvel previews, free previews, Venom 200, and then on the back, Black Panther 25. Got another copy of the Bad Idea preview book. Oh, I found out some information about this Bad Idea. I told you guys about that in a previous haul. So that's a new company that's putting out some books, and it's very interesting the way they're doing it, because basically they're telling the retailers they have to order, I can't remember if it's a certain number of books, but they have to order the same number of books, for issues 1 through 4. They can't order 50 copies of issue 1 and then 10 copies of issue 2, 3, and 4. They have to order the same number of 2, 3, and 4 as what they order for issue 1. And they are not allowed to sell any of the issues for above cover price for the first 6 weeks or 6 months. I can't remember which it is. They have to sign off and agree to that. So it's kind of interesting. These guys are trying to sort of bring back the subscription style service. Basically you commit to get issue 1, you commit to get the first 4 issues. Be interesting to see how that works. All right, so good God, we're 5 minutes in and I haven't shown a book. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we'll start off with independent books. This is Betty Page, number 5. And I got this cover just because I just thought it was a really nice cover. There is a really cool Linsner cover to this where she's bending over. It's kind of a butt cover. And it's nice. The shop I went to did not have any of those. This is a hot cover of the week. Department of Truth number 5. Interesting little thing about this cover. So I haven't read this issue yet, but the description of the book talks very much about like a puppet master and strings. And this cover is showing a puppet master with strings. So maybe that's why this cover sold out. I don't know. I also know that some shops got this particular cover. Several issues were damaged badly. So I managed to get a couple of good copies, but oh God, at least they were good. But anyway, that's the cover you want of that issue, I think. The impression that I got. This was Firefly number 25. This is the 1 per store Virgin variant. I just thought it was a really nice looking cover. And so yeah, grab that. And that's the back from Boom Studios. Spawn number 314. This is cover A by Matina. I believe this is a first appearance issue, I think, if I remember correctly. This is the cover B, I believe, by McFarlane and Capullo, or Capullo and McFarlane, I guess I should say. Color cover. And then, of course, I had to get the black and white. I think these are like 1 in 5 or 1 in 10. I can't remember. Oh, wait, does it say on here? No, it just says black and white. Sorry. I make notes on the back of my books sometimes. Anyway, I think this is like a 1 in 5, and I got 2 of those because I thought that was really nice. There is a 1 in 50, I think, or maybe it's a 1 in 100. But the store I went to was selling those for $100, so I didn't get it. This is unusual for me. I don't know why I picked this up. I don't normally pick up Dynamite books unless it's something I really, really like that Betty Page cover. But this was Sacred 6, number 6, and it's a Vampirella. What's that guy's name that did this? Mantzoukas, I think is his name. Anyway, Vampirella cover, and it was a Virgin variant, and this is like a 1 in 10, I think, retailer incentive cover. Anyway, I just thought it was a nice cover, so I grabbed it. It was cheap. For, a 1 in 10, it was cheap. This is a new book, just came out this week, Stake number 1. I hear this is doing really good. Vampire story. And this is the regular cover A. This is the Derek Chu 1 in 10. And this is kind of interesting because I went to a couple different shops this week. Some were selling this at a premium. Like I think one had it for $12 or something like that. And then another store just had them out on the shelf. Like they weren't marked up or anything. So anyway, I thought the Derek Chu cover was quite nice. So DC Comics. I'm going to start off with Future State because it's just getting so hard to keep all this stuff separated. So I figure I'm just going to separate out the Future State stuff first. So this is Aquaman, Future State Aquaman number 1, first appearance of Aquaman and Mara's kid as a adolescent. And yeah, I think this book's doing pretty well. Like I think it's got some heat on it. Okay, Batman Superman number 1. I was actually going to pass on this, but it's got this really nice Ben Oliver cover. And I love Ben Oliver, so why not? And then this is Batman Superman number 1, cover B, Arthur Adams, baby. I will pick up anything Arthur Adams does, as long as it's not like ridiculously overpriced, if it's like a Chase variant or something. Sometimes I have passed on a few variants that he did because they were just way too expensive. This is Legion of Superheroes #1. Was this new? I don't remember if this was this week or last week. I think it's this week. Anyway, this is cover B. And this is Suicide Squad #1. This is cover A. And this is cover B. And I did flip through this and read a little bit of it, and man, oh man, that book looks crazy. You guys might want to grab that if you haven't. And it's got some first appearances in it of characters that may or may not lead to something else. I don't know. Batman Black and White. This is cover A by Jock. And this is cover B by an artist I had not heard of before, and I don't remember. I believe it's a woman, but Catwoman cover, and I just thought this was a really nice cover, so grabbed it. Batman: The Adventures Continue #8. Okay, so interesting story on this cover. This is the Mirka Andolfo cover. This was selling out at 2 different stores I went to, but important thing to note, some of these DC books I've noticed lately on the spines, you got to really look carefully at the spines, because on these, like, every 2 books had these crunched, like, chewed spines. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like they were just almost like feathered or something. And I looked through and found myself a couple of copies that were really nice, but if you're going to pick that book up, look at the spines on the book. Trust me, because a lot of them were ganked up pretty bad. And it looked like a printing error. Like, you know, something that happened when they got printed, they just got screwed up. Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn, book 4. This is cover A. And cover B, which from what I could see at 2 different shops I went to, this was the cover that everybody wanted. Nobody was picking this one up for some reason. I guess because it's got, what's her name, the new villain on the cover. Although she's on this cover too, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, cover B seemed to be the one that everybody was buying. Is that it for my DC? Oh my god, I thought I had bought more DC than that. I guess not. Okay, Marvel it is. Amazing Spider-Man #58. I should say it like Stan Lee. Amazing Spider-Man. This is #58. This is the cover B by Yoon. And I thought this was really nice, so I grabbed a couple of those. These cover Bs on Spider-Man they're killing it on these. I mean, they're just really, really nice. And they do seem to be selling out, too, from what I can see. Captain Marvel, #25. Grabbed a couple of these. I haven't had a chance to read it, so I don't know if there's anything particularly special in it, but it did seem to be selling pretty well. And all of the Captain Marvel books have been selling really well. Like, the last several issues have been selling out. This seems to be a hot book of the week, and I will explain to you why, if you don't already know. So this is Daredevil #26. This is cover A. This is cover B. As you can see, they're kind of, I guess they're connecting covers. But what's really important here, that's going to be the cover you want, because there's an event that happens at the end of this book that it's going to be really interesting to see what they do in the next issue, because Daredevil changes at the end of this book, and I don't know how long the change is going to last. But do you guys remember when Daredevil 25 came out, there was a nullified variant? Let's just say you're probably going to wish you had bought that. I don't know. Maybe it may not lead to anything, but you never know. But I would recommend you pick up the Daredevil cover of those 2 covers because of what happens in the book. And it did seem like the Daredevil cover was selling out, and the Elektra cover, like, nobody was grabbing that. Which is kind of funny when you think about what's happened with Elektra in the last issue. Okay, Fantastic Four #28. This is the Mark Brooks cover, cover A. I love Mark Brooks. as a friend, as a creator. He's a good guy. Piss on you! I'm working for Mark Brooks! Alright, this is the Alien homage variant. Kind of an homage to Fantastic Four #1. And pretty cool. I actually like how this came out. And I don't think a lot of people or a lot of retailers ordered that. So that might be a hot book and a smart book to get if you didn't already get it. Man, this is a hot book this week. Star Wars: The High Republic, second print of #1. The first store I went to, only one copy made it to the shelf, and needless to say, it went really fast. And then Zeus, thankfully, was able to hold some copies for me because I pre-ordered them. But that's the only way I was able to get this. This was just gone everywhere, and it's already going for like $15-25. Second printing. There's a third printing coming out too. But I guess that's going to be the one that you'll wish that you had got. Strange Academy #7. This is cover A. This is the Arthur Adams character variant. I like that a lot. Again, I love Arthur Adams. And then this is cover... I think this is considered cover C. I just thought it was neat, so I grabbed a couple of them. And this did seem to be selling pretty quick. I guess people liked it because it has like all the characters on it. So I got a couple of those. And then last but not least, for Marvel, is Wolverine #9. Number 9. Okay, so that's, I like that cover a lot. And then this is the Ryan Brown, what is this, a 1/25 variant, Ryan Brown. Pretty nice. Really, really digging that. Yeah. That's it for books this week. I'm a little late posting this video, so I apologize for that. But I've actually got another haul video coming up that I'm going to post separate from this, that I've, just a couple of hauls I got from different shops, and some recent books that came out that I missed, that I went back and picked up. But I did have a little tidbit to throw in here at the end about, you guys have I'm sure you guys have heard about this Keanu Reeves book, The BRZRKR, that was promoted on, crowdfunding and raised a ton of money, like well over $1 million. I heard some interesting stuff about this book, and it makes me curious what you guys are going to think about this. So, retailers could order 2,500 copies of this book and get a signed variant, or a special signed variant signed by Keanu Reeves. And I guess they're already pre-selling these for like $2,500. But they had to order, if I'm not mistaken, like 2,500 copies of it, or maybe it was 1,000 copies. I can't remember. But they had to order a lot of the first issue in order to get the special variant that was signed. But I also heard, and this is where it gets really interesting, that Boom Studios, who's putting out the book, is saying that the book is fully returnable. Or actually, I shouldn't say it's not returnable. It's like, if they don't sell, I think they give the retailers an option to strip the covers and basically show proof of it, and then they can get their money back on it. Now, this is crazy, and this is why this is crazy, because the orders that came in for this, there's now a ton of orders for this book, because a lot of retailers were ordering so they could get that signed copy. And the book is now kind of like being considered like a huge seller because of it. But if it's technically returnable, then that means that all those retailers that ordered 2,500 copies, or whatever it is they had to order to get the signed one, they could just get their money back on those and still get the signed comic. So that book's going to be worthless. I'm sorry to say. Unless for some strange reason everybody sells out of it, and I just don't think that's going to happen. There's like 5 different variant covers on the first issue, And from what I'm seeing on the orders, they're saying the orders have exceeded crossover. It's a huge seller. But if the information I'm hearing is correct, then this book is probably going to end up in a bunch of quarter boxes, because I just don't think I don't think the demand is going to outweigh the supply on this one. Now, I could be wrong, but I've kind of heard various things about it. I'm kind of gathering information together, figuring out what I can about the book. I was very interested in the book. I am going to pick it up. They're actually, speaking of Mark Brooks, there is a really nice Mark Brooks cover on it. So I'm anxious to hear what you guys think about this. Maybe, mention it down in the comments below. Tell me what you think. And if I find out more about it, I'll certainly let you know. So once again, my thanks to Comic Crypt to Castle Hills. You rock, buddy. And my name is Mark Walters of Mark's Comic Hall. Y'all, please like and subscribe. You can find out more about me at bigfanboy.com or dallascomicshow.com. I'll see you guys on the next show. And once again, I will do one more shameless plug for my new kind of side venture that I'm doing called The Big Film Show. If you go to bigfilmshow.com, please subscribe to the show. You can listen to it. You can watch it. You can listen to it. There's a YouTube channel. Check it out if you want. Big Film Show. Myself and my friend Devin Pike, we do movie reviews. We do movie news. We're going to have some special guests coming on. It's a really fun new venture that I'm involved with, and I hope you guys will check it out. But again, if you would, while you're here, please like and subscribe to this channel so that I can hopefully help it grow and support my god-awful comic habit. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be kind of a haul video. I got a slab. I'm really excited about this slab. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Mark's Comic Hall, y'all. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here.